Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the One Stop Shop podcast. I'm your host, 𝐒𝐐𝐏, and today I'm joined by another very special guest. He is a YouTuber who recently just hit 1,000 subscribers and is the sole reason why KSI is legally titled a lord. Please, everyone, give it a round of applause to the one, the only, Liam Bedford. How are you doing today, Liam?
I'm good, but I've already got a small bone to pick with you, Gazzy.
Yeah.
You said I hit 1,000 subscribers. I'd like to clarify. It
Oh,
was
I'm at
100,000.
100,000. Oh, sorry, my
My,
sorry,
my
my fault.
ego wanted to be fueled a little bit there because it's the first time I spoke to someone since I hit it.
Oh, sorry,
Yeah,
my fault. My apologies.
it's all good. It's all good, mate.
How you doing today, man?
Oh, good. Yeah, as you said, it was literally yesterday that I hit 100,000. So, feel very positive about that. It's quite a nice sunny day, which is the reason why I look like I'm completely as white as a ghost at the moment with the sun coming through.
Right.
Yeah, I'm good. How about yourself?
I'm doing fantastic. You say that your weather over there is nice and sunny, right? Well, for
Hmm.
us, it's been pouring with snow for like an
Really?
hour, and then it goes back to sunshine. Our
Where are
weather,
you? Where are you at?
uh, Jordan in the Middle East.
Oh,
So
okay.
you wouldn't expect there to be a lot of snow, but it's just been pouring with snow all day.
Really? We had a bit of
Yeah,
snow at the start of the year, but I mean, it's still cold out there. It's definitely crisp,
right.
but
It's
it's bright, which is nice.
Yeah, it's freezing here,
Yeah, is it?
which you wouldn't really expect with the Middle East to be cold, but
No,
climate change.
I mean, yeah, it's a thing. I think anyone who was unaware of climate change within the last year is probably starting to wake up to it, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
We probably weren't expecting to talk about climate change 2 minutes
Oh,
in, but
hey, yeah. So Liam, I want you to give like a brief introduction to who you are for those who may not be aware
Mhm.
of yourself. So take it
Of
away.
course. So, hello, my name is Liam Bedford. I am a YouTuber and a freelance YouTuber working in the space in general as well. Not quite full time yet. I've been making videos since around 2007. Believe it or not, I am 26 years old, turning 27 this year. So I was on the YouTube hype before a lot of people.
Right.
The most recent channel I have made is under my name, Liam Bedford. I made that a few years back now, and have kind of had a slow journey up to 1,000 subscribers, and then overnight did some stuff with KSI and have
Mm.
done some stuff with the Sidemen, and have slowly kind of not looked back from there really, slowly growing, and then I have another boom in the last couple of months, which is really cool.
Right. Yeah, I've noticed your most recent video, you challenged Rotashaw to a ping pong challenge.
Yeah.
How did that fall into place?
Um, so we can talk about this one later as well, but I originally had a swimming race against Vicstar,
Right.
and that was me drunkenly calling him out when I was in the same room with him. I'd had a few too many rum and cokes, and I was like full of confidence and went over to Vic and was like, "Oh, I'll take you on in the swimming race," and he agreed to it, and we did that. And since then, it kind of became a thing of an idea of. It'd be quite cool if once a year or whenever it is, I challenge a Sidemen member to the sport that they are supposedly the best at, right? So
Right.
Rutshore grew up playing county table tennis to a pretty good standard when he was young, as far as I'm aware.
Mm.
And table tennis has always been my sport of choice. If I was to back myself in one sport against anyone, it would be table tennis. But I didn't play at county level. I've never played for a club. I'm just probably better than an average player at table tennis. I'm not great at it. So
Right.
I called him out. I put together a video and a website saying I challenge you, rotoshaw.com, to make some noise, and put together this video saying I wanted to play him. Within 24 hours, I'd got a Twitter DM from him saying along the words of, "Hello, Mr. Bedford. I accept your challenge. If you beat me in best of three sets, I'll give you my diamond play button." And I was like, "Well, I
Oh,
was
right.
not expecting that," and that obviously made me realize that he was very, very confident. So we booked a date in. We found a location. Managed to find time in their Sidemen busy schedule, and we had 3 games of table tennis, and it was. I won't spoil the result because if anyone's listening to this right now and they want to go watch it, they can. But it was a very close. game a lot closer, and then he fought a lot closer than I fought. And I won't tell you if I've got the diamond play button now, but it was a really, really close game, really fun day. He's a really nice guy, and yeah, hopefully it's a really good video as well.
Right. Yeah, and I noticed you mentioned with the Vicstar swimming contest. Is there? You said you want to do this like maybe once a year or every so whenever. Who do you have in mind if you want to challenge someone else?
So I asked I actually staged it a little bit. So I wanted to call out Simon to some sort of football-based challenge. However, I understand that he is obviously very good at football. Again, I'm not really, and
Right.
I'm a massive football fan. I followed football all my life. I go to every single West Ham home game, and I have done for 20 odd years. So I'm massively into football, but not anywhere near as good technique-wise as him. So I thought maybe if I called him out to something like foot golf, foot darts, or foot pool, it would be slightly more even playing field. I think it would be something where it's like I don't know, I could get a result. Whereas if we were to do a fucking crossbar, I don't know if I'm allowed to swear. If we were able to do if we were able to do a crossbar challenge or penalty shootout, I just think eventually his technique would be way better than mine. So I called him out. As of yet, I'm aware that he's seen the video, and he also has seen one of my Instagram stories, and I haven't had any response. So I think for now that bus is going to be parked a little bit. I don't want to spam the guy, obviously, and he doesn't have to say yes. It's up to him, obviously. But maybe I will try and entice him with an offer that will make it more worth it for him as well.
Right.
I don't know what that looks like yet, but maybe I will put something up that gives him the opportunity to do it. But yeah, I mean, obviously, I would like to take part and play a sport against every Sidemen member as soon as they're up for it. But I think realistically, it'd be cool to kind of space it out as well, so my whole channel isn't just reliant on Sidemen.
Sidemen.
Yeah, but
I can already see this segment on Miniminter's Reddit page. So, maybe he sees this, and maybe we can make that happen.
Fingers crossed, man. I mean, I'm really up for it, and I've met him a couple of times, and he's really nice. And when I was at KSI's VIP, and I was in a room with the Sidemen, I never spoke to any of them one-on-one, and he came over, introduced himself, was aware of the whole like KSI and the reason I was there, and yeah, it was just like really welcoming. And I was hoping that maybe that would be the third and next one, and build up all the way to the point where I have to spar KSI in some content.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if you're gonna do a sport for everyone, I think there's a big sport for at least one of them, KSI, to do a boxing spar, so that one might be the end goal.
I think, yeah, that could be not only the end goal, that could be the end of my life if I do that. But I think I'll try and work around, maybe is there a way that we can do it where it's like big padded inflatable gloves or something, so we're still getting in the ring with each other, and I'd still be nervous and probably shit myself, but at least I will walk out of the ring hopefully in one piece, or even walk out the ring full stop. And that's the goal. That would be the good end goal, I'd say.
Yeah, so I also wanted to ask, what other projects do you have in mind? Outside of the Sidemen, instead of doing the sports, do you have any other like big videos you have in mind that are coming up?
I'm working on 3 long videos at the moment. I think the YouTube space seems to have changed quite a lot dramatically in the last 6 months to a year because of shorts, right? And I was very unsure on if I was going to jump on the bandwagon or not. And then at the start of this year, this is the first year that I've been officially freelance and not working a full-time job alongside trying to do YouTube. So I'm in the space more now, and I've theoretically got time to be more consistent. So I've been posting 1 short every week, and I will continue to post 1 short every week. But I want to make sure the shorts are like their own videos themselves. They're not just like quick and easy throwaway things. They're something that is almost a main channel video, probably better as 60 seconds or 40 seconds, whatever. So I'm planning to keep consistent with the shorts, but Yeah, I'm working on 3 videos at the moment. One of them I definitely won't say, and that's the biggest one, so that's probably quite annoying
Right.
to you. But I don't want to give it away because I don't want to halt any chances of it being successful. But it
Right.
involves it. No, I'm not going to say that. But I'm working on
Oh,
2 other
okay.
videos at the moment, and I'm flying to Dublin in Ireland in some point in the next couple of weeks to try my ever first pint of Guinness because I've never drunk a pint of Guinness. So I
All
thought
right.
if I'm going to do it for the first time, I might as well go to the home of Guinness and go to Dublin. So there'll be a nice storytelling type video about that, about me having my first ever pint of Guinness. And then I'm also currently working on a video where the title is I'm trying to become the most famous person in the world for one day. Um, I won't say how I'm going to do that, but
Right.
that's the goal. But yeah, then I'm also trying to. Here's another video. I'm trying to, in this theme of calling out YouTubers and sports, the American YouTuber Eric. He is obviously blew up the last couple of years, and he keeps going on about spikeball on his socials, on his vlog channel, saying he's like the best at spikeball and he wants to play. Again, spikeball is a sport that I really enjoy. I own myself and play with my friends, and I have challenged him to a game of spikeball as well, which would mean I would have to go over to America for this video. So if I do go to America, I'm going to try and film a
Mm.
lot while I'm out there instead of just going
Right.
out to film one video. Probably do a week and literally it just be a business trip of can I get 3 videos filmed this week sort of thing. So there's a lot on the horizon, but as we're currently speaking, unfortunately, I can't say too much on it. But hopefully some big and better videos coming this year, and who knows, maybe the Simon video will happen at some point this year as well.
Maybe.
Oh,
Hopefully.
but
Fingers crossed.
fingers crossed. I have got one thing I wanted to share actually.
Right.
This is a little bit of an exclusive. I
Oh,
mean,
okay.
not that people may not care or not, because people may not even know who I am. But I made a musical a couple of years ago for KSI.
Yeah.
Did really well. It ended up on Sidemen Reacts. To date, across all different channels, I think it's got around 5 million views, which is really cool. I made it with one of my best mates, who's like a really talented musician. He wrote all the music. I did all the editing, the directing, and we put it together all in home during lockdown, shitty green screen in the room with my shitty camera, no lights, and put together a musical that got 5 million views. We are currently working on another musical that will be out
Ooh.
probably definitely before July, I would say. We haven't
Okay.
set a date yet. When we set the date, we will put a trailer out of some sort. And we're hoping to get some big YouTubers involved with the musical as well, just playing some small parts in it. But yeah, we're really excited about making another musical because we hope people really enjoyed the first one, so hopefully they'll really enjoy this next one as well.
And I can't wait for that actually because I love the musical that you made for the first time. I thought it was really creative. I thought it was funny as well, and it was just so well produced as well. I want to see if I can get a bit more out of you for this musical. You know, is there a specific topic? Like maybe you don't want to say the actual topic, but like, is it like somewhat similar to the first one, how it was based off a life of someone, or is it like a completely separate topic?
It it is based off someone. It is still going
Right.
to be a like we kind of liked the first one. Kind of felt like the first YouTube musical.
Mm-hmm.
It was cool to do something that no one else has done before and do it really like what we thought was really well. And we're going with a similar format. We are going to be going for a specific YouTuber, but I think this time we won't be going from like birth till current day. I think we're
Mm.
going to be a bit more creative with the way that we portray the musical, instead of just like a born and they're this old now sort of thing.
Right, I see.
So yeah, I mean, I won't say who it is until that's announced, but
Mm-hmm.
just as big as KSI, I would say. So yeah, that's that.
Interesting. All right, that's interesting. Hey, if you need like an extra, I'm here anytime.
To be honest, yeah, we're definitely going to need probably. we want to make it bigger and better. Like we do think we made a really good job of it last time, but knowing that we don't have to be stuck in our houses anymore because of COVID, which is the whole reason we did it from home last time, we can put a bit of money into it as well. We can be a bit more free with it. We can go to studios, and yeah, we hopefully the backing dancers this year won't just be me in different costumes doing that.
You were all the background dancers.
I played like a lot of the characters that were there. There was female characters that was played by my girlfriend or one of my housemates at the time, and we had a guy called Mark, who I used to work with. Mark Spencer played the body of KSI, Deji, KSI's dad. So he played like 4 or 5 characters, I believe, as well. And yeah, I played like all of the sidemen. I can't even remember now, but there's like a bit at the end where there's like 20 people on screen, and literally like 50 of the people are all just me in different costumes in my living
room. Fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, I can't wait for that one. I think a lot of people are going to be excited to hear that there's another musical coming, because it was, as you said, never really been done before on YouTube. I feel like the things that make people stand out the most is those who try to achieve things that haven't been done before, So I'm really looking forward to that. And hey, like I said, if you need any extras, my DMs are open.
Amazing, mate. Appreciate it.
Right. So before I let you go, I want to ask like one more thing, right? What are your goals for being a YouTuber, essentially? Because you said that you've only recently blew up, yesterday you got 100,000 subscribers, which I can't believe, by the way, because I remember we were gonna film, I think, Friday, and you were on like 70K. So you've just like blown up this week. How's that been, before I get into that question? How's that been actually getting to 100,000 subscribers?
Yeah, I mean, so as I said, I'm 26 earlier, and last year I put together this list where it's called 30 before 30. So before I reach 30 years old, which is still just under 4 years away, I had a list of 30 things that I wanted to do, and there's all sorts of stuff on there. There's like I wanna have a pizza in Italy. I want to live abroad for a little bit. Some like nice goals. But the first one that was on there on my list that I wrote last year was hit 100,000 subscribers, because that, for me, like obviously, like I know the 1 million milestone is like a massive milestone, and a lot of YouTubers do hit that. But it took me 3 and a bit years to get to 40,000, and that was still impressive, I believe. Like, and I started the year on 40,000, and I was still like, I've got 4 years to hit 100,000. I don't have the budget, the resource, or the time to be able to fling £10,000 into one single video like a Mr. Beast or whatever. So I think at the moment, while YouTube's still kind of finding its feet a little bit with this whole Mr. Beastification of YouTube, but now people like Ryan Trahan coming through, and Max Fosh, Zach Alsop, Nick Omilana, telling more of like a story. I'm hoping that will open the space for budget doesn't equal views. So I was confident that I would be able to continue growing, and then I've gone from 40,000. I hit 14 days ago today, so 2 weeks ago, I hit 50,000 subscribers, and I said I want to hit 100,000 before my birthday, which is in July. 2 weeks later, I've doubled, so I've done 50,000 subscribers in 2 weeks. So to be honest, how do I feel right now? To long-winded way to answer your question, it doesn't feel real at the moment because it only happened yesterday, and I don't think it's going to feel real until the YouTube plaque arrives at my house, and I'll be like, shit, like I did it. Like I did what I wanted to do, and that was my goal. And I don't want to sell myself short. Obviously, hopefully one day I'll have my hands on a million plaque as well. But 100,000 felt realistic, and that felt like the goal I wanted to aim for. And now for a million, I'm just 10% of the way, so the whole journey starts again. And thankfully, I guess they always say when a boxer becomes a world champion overnight, that they could feel like they've achieved their goals, or an Olympian gets a gold and they go, where now? But thankfully with YouTube, it is quite there's an obvious next part. I've done the 100,000. Next would be a million. if I do the million, then the next will be 10 million, you know, and there's always seems like you can always push the boundaries and you can always grow. But for now, I want to revel and enjoy the 100,000 as much as I can. When the plaque shows up, I think maybe
Right.
a little party with friends and family and people who have been supportive since 0 subscribers and have a drink or two with them.
That's nice. Have you received the email from YouTube for the plaque yet? No?
No, I checked last night in my excitement. I was out all day yesterday and I hit it at like 5:30 in the morning, which is quite funny because I wait 4 years to hit it and then I hit it while I'm asleep, which is quite funny. But I checked and it says that I haven't hit it yet. So obviously YouTube haven't just registered that I've hit it. So I'm expecting to get an email in the next couple of days and I will be very quick in typing my name and well, make sure it's spelt right and then
Right. Okay, so my final question to you, Liam. What is, well, you've said your end goal for YouTube, you know, is to keep going for the higher milestones and milestones, but what is, like, what do you view, I don't know what to really say, like, how do you view YouTube essentially? Like, a lot of people view it as a job or maybe as an activity or even film, like, or as a way to get into film, you know, film and television. So what do you view your channel? Like, what is the Liam Bedford YouTube channel to you?
Okay, so the Liam Bedford channel to me has started off as I used to make YouTube videos like once a week, twice a week when I was 12 years old in 2007, and I was loving making YouTube videos. I used to sing, I used to dance, I used to make skits, I used to do gaming videos. I did anything just because I just enjoyed making videos, right? Windows Movie Maker, filming on a camera that's worse than the webcam I've got right now. And this webcam now costs probably about £10, where the ones back in the day were hundreds of pounds and you could barely see me, right? And I used to make videos like that all the time. And then my school found them, and this is back in the day where I don't know if the goalposts have moved a little bit more. I think it's probably more acceptable to make TikToks or YouTube videos when you're younger. People won't have like bully you as much, but and maybe I'm wrong by that, but I did get bullied because I had a YouTube channel, right? So I shut up shop, I stopped doing YouTube, and this channel has become it was me going, fuck all those people. Like if I want to do something that I enjoy, I can do it. And I did that. And I came back in 2020 or whatever it was, 2019, and thought, I'm just going to start making YouTube videos because I always enjoyed it. I did a media course at uni. I edit for people. I do social media. It makes sense. Why should I always be behind the camera? I can put myself in front of the camera because I enjoy that as well. So it was always just, this is my side hustle. This is something that I enjoy. I have no sights of becoming a big YouTuber, no sights of making loads of money or whatever it is that some people may do it for. And yeah, over the last year, it started to come, maybe this could be something that I do full time. And my goal with YouTube is just to make it something that I can do and work on every single day as my full-time job, because it's the thing I love doing the most. And like 100,000, I used to think when you're at 100,000 subscribers, you'd be driving a Lamborghini and you'd be living in 3 different houses. But I can reassure you on 100,000 subscribers right now that I could not live off the money that I'm making on my channel right now. I could not afford to pay rent somewhere off the channel right now. So like it's never been about the money. It's all just been about like, this is something I love doing, and as long as I keep enjoying it and I keep growing and those two things are working together, then happy days, you know?
That's yeah. See, I'm in a similar boat as you as well. I had this channel that this podcast is on. I had it built up in 2015. I made it to like 2,000 subscribers, and then I just stopped everything because, you know, I feel like people were judging me too much because I wanted to do YouTube as a side hobby. But this year, I said, you know, I don't care anymore. I want to try and do some of these interviews because why not, you know? See if I can meet some interesting people, have a nice conversation, and I don't care anymore, really. So
that's good. Yeah, I wish I had that much. How old are you?
I'm 19. I just turned 19 like a few weeks ago.
Okay, cool. Happy birthday for a few weeks ago.
Thank you.
I wish I was able to have that mindset more so when I was 19, probably even younger. I wish at 17, I wish I just continued, because who knows where I could be right now. I was making YouTube videos before people like 𝐒𝐓𝐏 and KSI and Miniminter were, you know, and look
Right.
how far they've gone. And I'm not saying that I would have been where they are, because they've done so well. Well, they've done really fucking well, obviously. But why should someone else tell me what's okay for me to do? And yeah, sometimes it may feel like it's quite a lot, but the online community that you can build through working on YouTube and stuff, there's always gonna be people doing similar things with you. You can be friendly with other people who are doing it, and you can support each other that way. And hopefully that will be enough for most people to get through the some people don't like it and some people take the piss out of me, because at the end of the day, they're either jealous that they're not doing it themselves, or they're just taking the piss just for the sake of it. Like, they're doing it because they just feel like it's an easy target, right? And if you are confident in yourself and you go, well, I don't care what you say about it, like, I'm enjoying it, I've managed to gain 2,000 subscribers from doing this, I'm getting guests on my podcast, which are people, you've had people on your podcast who have got 500,000 subscribers, right? And
Yeah,
I think it's just about like just cancelling that noise out as much as you can. And I wish I was able to do that when I was younger, but I'm glad that I'm now doing it still today and still learning at the age of 26. So
yeah. I think that's a really positive note to end this episode, Liam. Thank you so much for coming on today. And yeah, everyone, you know, check out Liam's channel in the description if you already haven't. And I can't wait for this musical that you've announced on this podcast. And yeah,
I know, yeah, and unfortunately, it will take you a while. It will be a while before it comes out, probably.
Hey,
Probably still
we'll
a
all be
few months
waiting.
away, but...
We'll all be waiting in excitement. So,
And
Liam,
subscribe to
thank
this
you.
podcast, everyone. Subscribe. Click subscribe if you haven't already.
Right, thank you. And yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Take care and peace.